Hi, today I'm going to be persuading you about why you should live in Vancouver City. According to Mercer, in the 2019 ranking for cities with the best quality of living, Vancouver comes third. But if that's not enough to persuade you, here are more reasons why you should live in Vancouver. Breathtaking sights. Vancouver City owns spectacular mountains, sparkling water bodies, skyscrapers, forests, you name it. Some striking places in Vancouver City from planetware.com include Stanley Park, Granville Island, Kitsilano Beach, Gastown, English Bay, and Queen Elizabeth Park. Friendly and diverse. According to populationstat.com, it is one of Canada's most linguistically and ethnically diverse cities. Vancouver also has another nickname of Cities of Neighborhoods, as much of it is divided into ethnically diverse neighborhoods. Ethnic neighborhoods that exist in Vancouver City include Chinatown, Little Italy, Greektown, Japantown, and the Punjabi Market. Its population. Vancouver is the fifth most densely populated North American city with over 250,000 residents. Although it is densely populated, this comes with many advantages, such as better education and more job opportunities. Also, some areas of Vancouver City are the kind that are less crowded, but you can still earn all the benefits you'd get from living in any big area. Healthcare. The healthcare in Vancouver is excellent. It ranks high on an international level, mentioned on internations.org. Typically in Canada, there's a universal public healthcare system for its residents and permanent residents. But in British Columbia, they are covered under a medical service plan that includes costs for doctors' services, orthodontic services, dental and oral surgery, eye examinations, and more. There are also many hospitals in Vancouver City, such as BC Children's Hospital, Lions Gate Hospital, St. Paul's Hospital, and Vancouver General Hospital. Crime rate. According to CBC News, from January to September 2020, there were 4,396 reported crimes in 2020 versus 4,397 incidents in 2019. This means that the crime numbers between the recent years are quite similar. Vancouver is a fairly large city, which naturally means there are many crimes that occur there. However, Vancouver City is still considered very safe. According to OSAC.gov, overall criminal activity in Vancouver remains lower than in cities of comparable size. Now I am moving on to the physical geographical reasons to live in Vancouver City. Landform region. Vancouver lies in the Western Cordillera region in the highland areas, and the benefits of a city to be in this region is that there are many trees and forests there, as well as many minerals can be found. Geological processes. Geologists find 5 major rock types in the Vancouver area: granitic and metamorphic rock, sedimentary rock, volcanic intrusions, and younger volcanic rocks. Sediment erodes from mountains gather in basins like the Strait of Georgia in Vancouver City and converts with deep burial sedimentary rocks. Forces of tectonic collision deform deep crustal rocks into new metamorphic rocks. Melted rocks cool to create bodies of igneous granitic rocks. Volcanoes are built where these rocks melt rise to the surface. The continuous uplift and erosion of mountains over time brings deeply buried rocks to the surface. Plate tectonics. Earthquakes occur in Vancouver every year as it sits on the boundaries of the big North American tectonic plate and the smaller Juan de Fuca plate. Here is a picture from Vancouver.ca. Although living in a place where earthquakes may seem unsafe, City News says that most of the earthquakes that occurred in 2020 were hardly felt and the ground remained stable compared to some other years. Climate. Continental or maritime. Vancouver City has a maritime climate due to the city being near water. Climate region. Vancouver lies in the Pacific Maritime Climate region. The city lying in this region allows for the weather in Vancouver to be mild and not too harsh. Here is a picture. Effective latitude. In this picture is the latitude coordinates of Vancouver City. Vancouver City is in the northern hemisphere, which is far from the equator. Therefore, just like any Canadian city, the weather in Vancouver is a bit cold as less direct sunlight is received on it. Weather. Vancouver City's summer months are mildly hot, with the average July temperature being 27.5 Celsius. Winters in Vancouver are mildly cold and are very rainy, with the average low temperature in January being 12.3 Celsius. Locations that have maritime climates usually have high precipitation levels. Vancouver's wettest months are November and December. The average precipitation in 2020 was 1,140.4 millimeters. Therefore, if you're into mild, not too extreme weather and you like the rain, Vancouver City is the place for you. Moderating effect of water bodies. The effect of having so many water bodies in Vancouver results in the weather being so nice and cool and having a high precipitation level, as I mentioned. The annual temperature range is also quite small. Some water bodies that exist in Vancouver City include English Bay, Fraser River, Beaver Lake, Burrard Inlet, Lost Lagoon, Trout Lake, and False Creek. Vegetation. Natural vegetation region. Vancouver lies in the West Coast Forest Natural Vegetation region. This region receives so much precipitation that it is called a temperate rainforest. This region is abundant with huge coniferous species such as Douglas fir, Sitka spruce, red cedar, and western hemlock. Because of the heavy rainfall, nutrients get pushed into the soil, resulting in excellent growth of many useful plants. Plants that grow well in Vancouver are mentioned by vancouversun.ca. These include arugula, herbs, spinach, beets, kale, and more. Transition zone. The vegetation of Vancouver ranges from west coastal forest to dry interior grassland. Human-induced changes. The construction of roads, buildings, parks, landfills, factories, farming facilities, as well as the extraction of fish, forests, and oil are just some changes humans have done to Vancouver City. Now I will be moving on to the economical geographic reasons, starting with job opportunities. Overall, job opportunities are good in Vancouver City. There is a high chance you get a well-paid job. This is the growth rate of jobs. As you can see, Vancouver City is the city with the most growth. According to bestpersonal.ca, professions that are high in demand in 2021 include professions in information technology and sales, and professions in artificial intelligence and digital science. Digital marketing and web and graphic designing jobs will also be in demand, as these jobs are the backbone of many companies right now, especially the companies that are transitioning to online. Basic and non-basic jobs. Basic jobs are jobs that rely on external factors. Examples of basic jobs in Vancouver are miners, paper manufacturers, oil extractors, product shippers, etc. Non-basic jobs are jobs that rely on the local community. In Vancouver, examples of such jobs are a teacher, a chef at a local restaurant, a firefighter, etc. The multiplier effect. The multiplier effect is basically the rise in total income that happens when new money is given into an economy. Purchases made with local businesses in Vancouver City circulate 2.6 times within the community, which multiplies the number of jobs there, attracts more people to live in the city, as well as supports local suppliers and gives donations to local charities. Primary industries. Vancouver has a prosperous economy through primary industries such as the natural resource industry. Resource extraction. According to the Canadian Encyclopedia, natural resources that get extracted include forests, agricultural land, minerals, fish, natural gas, and hydroelectricity. Location factors. The location plays a role in these industries, as there must be, for example, good lake locations to catch high-quality fish in, and suitable land to extract oil from. And Vancouver City has suitable locations for both. Secondary industries. Secondary industries include construction and technology. Type of manufacturing. Around 1 in 10 employed people in BC work in manufacturing. Products that are manufactured in Vancouver include numerous wood products, paper, metal, as well as food and beverages. Location factors of industry. The location plays a role in these industries as there must be construction and technology advancements in locations where there are many people and there is a need to build houses where people can live, office buildings where people can work, and technology that people can make use of. Tertiary industries include the transport, tourism, and film and TV production industries. Number of jobs. Because cultural diversity attracts visitors and investment, there are many jobs in Vancouver City. The city of Vancouver employs approximately 7,000 people. Value of the city. Even though Vancouver is one of the places with the lowest taxes in Canada, housing in Vancouver is fairly expensive, but that tells us that the value or worth of the city is very high. The average household in Vancouver has a net worth of $1,157,164. Fun facts on Vancouver City. Number 1. The city of Vancouver is named after George Vancouver, a British captain who explored Broad Inlet in 1792. Number 2. Vancouver is nicknamed Hollywood North as it is the third largest film production center in North America after Los Angeles and New York City. The Vancouver International Film Festival is taking place each summer. Here in this picture, there are some famous movies and TV shows that were shot in Vancouver. Some famous movies filmed in Vancouver include 4 films in the Twilight Saga, 3 X-Men films, Night at the Museum, and Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Famous TV shows shot in Vancouver include multiple superhero shows: Arrow, The Flash, Smallville, The X-Files, and MacGyver. This is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed my video, learned something new, and perhaps I persuaded you as to why Vancouver is, in my opinion, the best Canadian city to live in. I don't know about you, but it sure persuaded me. I guess I know where I'll be catching a flight to now.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.